Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. All eyes are on Celtic this morning. All eyes are on Celtic. And we are waiting to see if... Jesus. Yeah, we are all waiting to see if the game goes ahead. Quite a few people on. Fancies the autos professionals in concession. People talking about let's put it into perspective. I'm going to read one of the. This is 3 buses that have left already to go to Celtic Park, and they were leaving at 6 a.m. this morning. The first one, bus 2 was leaving at 5:45, and bus 3 was leaving at 6 a.m. That's 3 buses, and they were getting the ferry over this morning, so they will be on their way. They can't really turn back. I mean, they're going to Celtic Park no matter what, if the game's on or not. So that puts it into perspective this morning, with the fact that, no, there's no news on Jota yet, Bobby, we'll get to that, but let's get to the big news about, is the game on or off? We are sitting, waiting on Celtic. Celtic have not said when they're going to tell fans, and hopefully they would be able to tell them sooner rather than later. I mean, the fact that there is, if each bus has got 57 seats, so you're talking about even just those 3 buses alone, there's well over 160, 170 people just on those 3 buses. There is more buses come from Ireland than that. So that's just 3 buses run by the one CSC. Yes, that is just the one Celtic supporters club that run 3 buses. So a lot of people are already spent a lot of money going to Celtic Park, and we are just waiting on Celtic clarifying the situation. Obviously, the Celtic put out the statement yesterday that says, unfortunately, today's severe weather conditions have caused some damage at Celtic Park. Our stadium and safety staff are currently unavailable to fully assess the extent of the damage due to the ongoing extreme conditions. In light of this, in order that we communicate fully and openly with our fans, in interest of safety, supporter safety, we are unable to confirm at this stage whether the match tomorrow between Celtic and Dundee, January 25th, will be able to proceed. Of course, we will be doing all we can to ensure that it does. A full assessment and decision will be made as early as possible tomorrow morning. Today, we will update supporters as soon as we can. Thank you. We thank our supporters for understanding. Now, what this will do is that we all know the reason that there's part of the stadium roof getting damaged, because you've got the main stand. The main stand is lower than the rest of it. The Irish CCs have gone over the ferry. Yes, I know they have, wee man Sham. I know they have. I've read that out. I read 3 buses that left at 6 o'clock this morning, 5:45 and 6 a.m. This is just one Celtic supporters club from Ireland. That's just one Celtic supporters club. The buses left at 6 o'clock this morning. They're on their way no matter what. If the game's called off, they're out of pocket and they're on the piss all day. They won't complain about it, mind you. Do you know what I mean? They'll make the most of it. And I know who runs the bus. It's only 9 a.m. in Glasgow. I know it's only 9 a.m. in Glasgow, but there's people have left already. This is the point. Celtic supporters are on their way to the stadium. But anyway, what it will do is the calls for the main stand have been loud for many a year now. Lots of people have made computer images of what the full stadium would look like, and at the same height as the other 3 stands. The main stand was last upgraded in the 1990s by Fergus McCann, and we all know that we would love to add an extra 20,000 seats. We would all love to add that extra 20,000 seats, but And here's me worrying about my 29-mile journey. I hope the Irish family don't have a wasted journey. This is what I love about the situation that I'm in, and the situation that I've been in for years, because I've known a lot of Celtic supporters, bus conveners from all around the country, and still got them on my Facebook. And the fact that I see the Ballymena Shamrock CSC 1990, it says, "We mad sham." They buses are from the Dice O'Reilly. The Dice O'Reilly CSC. But anyway, yeah, and I know how much expense that a lot of people go to. I mean, it's fine as the game on, but there's no update from Celtic as yet. Not as soon as there's an update, and I have asked the question, I have WhatsApp someone that sits and that will get the information pretty much spot on. He will get the information because he's got hundreds of people heading to Celtic Park this morning. But anyway, what it does do is it makes the call for the main stand. I mean, it's easy to know why the underside of the roof of any of the three stands would be damaged, because the wind can come in over the main stand. The main stand needs to be upgraded. After yesterday and after the wind, I mean, if the stadium was all the same size, they had Radio Scotland on nothing yet. Yeah, I know that there's nothing yet. You know them, Baz. Yep, cracking guy, isn't he? Yep, cracking buses he runs. But yeah, the fact is that the calls for the main stand to be upgraded will be even bigger now. So that the fact that, I mean, it's not going to guarantee that there's going to be any wind damage, but I just think that it is. The years have gone by that the main stand, I mean, the main stand needs refurbished inside. But anyway, we just need to wait. We need to wait. Big Rab C says, we don't need an extra 20,000 seats at home. We aren't full every game. Clubs need to sort out reselling unwanted tickets first. I don't think, Rab, it's not unwanted tickets. You know, people work. It's not. People need to understand that it's not. Every game's not a Saturday at 3:00 anymore, and people work shifts. In the modern day, football fans work all different shifts, and you know there could be family occasions, there could be whatever, and that's generally why. I mean, the games when there weren't a lot of people there and it was -4. I don't blame anybody for going on a midweek game and it's -4, and you're not going to take the kids to a midweek game when it's -4. But I understand what you're saying. We do need to have a ticket resale or exchange platform through the club. The club needs to implement that. The club, as it stands, you cannot give your ticket to a family member. I mean, the fact that when you get asked for ID, you need photographic ID to go into one section of Celtic Park. You sometimes get asked for photographic ID to prove that you are the person that the ticket says. So, you know, there's lots of things that need sorted out, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, Celtic. No idea. I mean, you would think that Celtic would get the guys in early to get the stadium looked at. Surely they're not going to turn up to work at 9:00 on a game day when there's hundreds of fans already on their... I mean, potentially there's thousands of fans on their way already. When you look at the buses that come from far, I mean, you've still... I don't know if is the 313 bus still on the go? The boys for Liverpool, Bolton and Coventry. I mean, they used to come up in big numbers. They used to bring up... I'm sure they used to bring up 2 buses at one time. Definitely brought up 1 bus, the 313 for Liverpool. The Coventry bus used to come up. So there's 2 buses that are ours. Baz, not saying that they can't be bothered. It's unwanted via work or other reasons. Yeah, we know that, but it's Celtic. Celtic have been asked about that many times, and I think it's the police, or worse, a woman in the school run in the morning, Baz. Aye, no, they're the ones that leave early. They're the ones that leave with 15 minutes to go. They're the ones that leave 15 minutes to go. My sons travelled from Donegal this morning. See what I mean? So you've got all that, the whole of the, yeah. What about digital tickets, incoming bars? I'm not sure about that, because Celtic will stick to the credit card system that's been fantastic for years. I can't see them. Well, you think it would be easy just to go to a digital ticket, but then digital tickets can be transferred. I don't know. Let's hope the game is on. Yes, exactly. There's still no update, and let me see if JIP has been on. Nope. He's just talking about that. It could be a long morning. I mean, you would think that Celtic would try and get something out as early as they can to give people an indication. Because, I mean, the Aberdeen buses and stuff will be leaving already as well. I mean, there's buses from all over that are already on their way. A lot of people seem to forget that, and they seem to get into their head that because they maybe stay in Glasgow and they walk to games, or because they stay in Bells Hill, Courtbridge, East Kilbride, it's only half an hour up the road. Hamilton, there's another cracking bus. There's another cracking bus, the Hamilton bus. That's a brilliant bus. Because they're only just down the road, people forget that it's easy. The Leith bus, that'll probably leave about 12 o'clock. So there's only a couple of hours to go. Then people are people are already getting ready back home. They're having their cornflakes and they're on their way to the pub. A lot of people will go to the pub before they get on the bus and sit in the bus. It's looking very dreich out there now, and the grass of the roads are very wet. You need a cherry picker to get the stands, the engineer, it takes time to get in. They have all that at Celtic Park already, James. They have all that kind of stuff at Celtic Park already. So I managed to get a ticket for the new camp way back in 2011. And Guardiola was in charge. They make 15,000 available every home game. We should do something similar. They've got a bigger stadium, Port Chop, and they've just demolished the Camp Nou, and they're going to rebuild it to over a capacity of over 100,000, so that they know that they can sell out. Celtic sell out every home game, and it's just whether people turn up or not. Having a section of a ground that is open to general sale is all fine and dandy, but does Celtic have? I mean, we could go down the road. Does Celtic have? Storm lost me £400 yesterday in uncompleted jobs. Unreal. Yeah, it's not lost, but it's a day's lost work. I understand what you're saying, and it's a pain in the tit, but it's nothing worse. Thunder and lightning and Troon this morning. Shot myself at 6:45. Says AR. I mean, Celtic have done all they can with the information that they put out, but I just think that they could put out a very early morning, because the players will be sitting in the hotel as well. I mean, the players will be sitting at their breakfast just now. They'll all be sitting around the breakfast table, and they'll not know if the game's on. So they've still got to go through their morning routine, and they've got to go through their morning routine. Today's game, if not cancelled, will be very tough to watch. Strong winds make flowing football difficult. Any rumours of a new striker? Nope. Don't know if the ferries are running. They must have been running this morning, because from Ireland anyway, because there's nothing to say that they didn't go. And let me just see if I can see who's. He's not even read the messages. James and Tony has read it. So the person that I'm trying to find out from hasn't read the message yet. They should be off the ferries by now, so he should have a phone signal. But then again, if they're coming up that side of the coast, maybe not. The ferries are. Did Jota get into Glasgow last night? No, he's coming in today, I believe. Good morning, Baz. You and your missus and fellow Tims. Have a fantastic day. See, we're hearing that it won't be signing a new striker in this window. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. If Rodgers can't get Crispy Garden. Oh, Jesus. The Irish are on their way. Yeah, I know they're on their ferries. Never had any thunder and lightning in Ayrshire. Come on, Celtic. You would think that they would just put out an update this morning, the back of 9, just saying, look, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening right now. I mean, they can't leave it till like 12 o'clock. One, I can't stay on that long. Yeah, the missus would love it. She'd get in bed all morning. It's funny that Celtic just put out a generic picture of the stadium yesterday with the statement. They never put out a picture of where. I mean, but looking at the picture that was doing the rounds on social media, that white bit looks as if it could be off the front facing of the stadium. It looks as if it could be off the front facing of the stadium. And if it's only a section that's came off that, they've got to get up onto the roof and they've got to check all the way around. Interesting. But as soon as we get anything, Mr. D hasn't read the message yet, so it is just going to be a game of sit and wait at the moment. Anyway, let's get some Celtic headlines. Emery provides key update on John McGinn fitness ahead of the Celtic Villa clash. That's the story that we broke yesterday. The fact that John McGinn will play on Sunday, and he'll get some minutes on Sunday ahead of the Celtic game. Celtic loan mooted, this pundit floats name of ex-Chelsea star Jose Mourinho thinks is amazing. BBC, Celtic push to sign striker. Catch up, BBC. This story is about a few days old now. Mateus, Danish club are seeking a big fee for Celtic target. A sale of star striker is questioned. Celtic are set to ramp up their push to sign Mateus, but Brøndby are holding out for 13.5 million, allegedly, according to the Daily Record, who pumped up the fee and managed to add 3.5 million onto it. They did manage to put 3.5 million onto it. Celtic did put out a tweet this morning saying, remember Wim Jansen, who sadly passed away 3 years ago today. Wim the Tim. Wim Jansen. The absolute legend of a guy. The absolute curly-haired legend. Unbelievable, man. Him and Murdo McLeod. God. If we do get... all we need to do is get Taylor out the door. Is the guy actually worth the hassle? Yes, he is. We've been after him for the best part of 2 years. If the wind is still strong, no one will be allowed to go up without roof pass. Is there anybody that's... Is Kaiser on this morning? We stopped there 10 in a row. Yes, we did. And we didn't go on about it for years. I mean, we stopped there 10 in a row. They stopped there 10 in a row, and they're still going on about it. But the fact is that Celtic's second 10 in a row. 2 10 in a rows. Get it up, yes. It's 100% necessary. Debilitated and embarrassment. Maida has scored 3 hat-tricks in the last 6 months. Put him up front. Brendan Rodgers spoke about it. That's some mug you've got, Baz. The size of it is huge, isn't it? It is huge. It's fucking... Starbucks special. It's massive. Rest in peace, Wim the Tam. Wim Jansen. The main stand being lower lets the wind swell. It does, Dave King, and I think that is what will increase the calls for a lot of people to get the main stand up. And there's sometimes as well when you're in the stadium. I mean, you could be sitting down the front, and 1 minute when the rain comes on, 1 minute you're dry, And because the wind comes in and swirls it round, yeah, it's like, fucking Jesus, man. 2-9 in a row, you mean, Baz? Aye, 2-9 in a row. Aye, I have no idea what I said. 9 in a row, Baz. 9 in a row. Nines in a row. 2 nines, Baz, no 10. Fuck it, we'll get to 10. Saw a Photoshop of Ibrox roof panel missing and Baltimore looking out. I had a video of that up yesterday. Baz, any words back from your guy from the stadium gets opened up and returned to Jota? No, I asked John Paul Taylor, but he's most likely not been. He wouldn't have been on line last night. He was probably just switching his phone back on this morning. He does work for Celtic, so but as soon as we get, I have asked the question. I have asked him the question. And if you're on Twitter, retweet it to him. Will Celtic open the stadium for fans to welcome Jota back? 451 people read it. Let's get back to Celtic, just in case they put it in information. Nothing as yet. So the statement, the tweet that went out this morning would have been one that was preloaded onto the software that Celtic used to put out their information. But as it stands yet, nothing, absolutely nothing. But I think it would be good. It would be good. 70 million for the stand upgrade seems a bit much. Is it 70 million though? Is it 70 million? I'm not too sure if it does 70 million. If it is, Snane and Rocast, it's yeah, teeth in this morning. Snow and rain forecast. Baz, all you can do is ask. Yep, that's it. All I've done is ask. And if we can get a few more folk to retweet it, we'll get Celtic to give us some kind of answer. Definitely think it'll be off today, Baz. Rain and snow warning for Glasgow. You're joking. Well, I'll tell you one thing, there's a load of buses already on their way. On late news on Jota arrives, not his plane. There's, I'm sure people will, plane spotters out there will be looking for private planes getting ready to leave Rennes Airport today. Because I think it'll be later tonight that he comes over. If the weather's still bad today, they're not going to chance him flying today in a private jet. They'll wait until the weather's nice and calm. Wait till the weather's past. Hope to make a decision soon. If not, I'm off to the beach. It's snowing in East Kilbride. Oh, if it's snowing can it be snowing in East Kilbride? Is anybody on that's in Glasgow? Celtic have made matchday picture on their Instagram. Yeah, that'll be automatic. They'll have software like what's the one that they'll use? They'll use a software that basically they'll preload all their tweets and their social media. So they'll plan it out for the week, and then whatever's happened on each day, it's like Wim Jansen one. I mean, that would be preloaded probably about a week ago or something, to go out in the morning. That's the way that kind of stuff works. It's not somebody sitting on their phone. Fuck day is it? Wim Jansen. Yeah, it's all automated. Let's go to Instagram. Celtic FC. Let's see if Jota's Instagram. Do you know the worst thing is, right? When you do this kind of stuff, it's you delete everything. When a player leaves Celtic, you delete all the pictures that you've got of him that you're going to use for stuff, and you get them off your system. And now Jota's back. It's like, well, we're going to have to get Jota pictures up again, aren't we? It's weird. It is weird having Jota coming back, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Celtic. Come on, Celtic. It is 9, get your finger out. Give us some kind of update, just to tell us that there are people in the building. I know it's different. Celtic are in a difficult situation. It's going to batter down. Horrible and miserable. Tell my other half, Una Kelly, she's been quiet when Celtic are playing. Started raining in Colt Bridge. Looks like 4 at night, very dark. Celtic, as soon as they get anything out, let me just do another update on this. John Hartson says, Kyogo will be remembered as a brilliant striker for Celtic. Of course he will. I don't think that anybody's... why is this clickbait headlines? I mean, nobody's ever said that Celtic... Kyogo will not be remembered as a great striker. I mean, he'll be remembered like George Cadet's remembered, you know. So, and George Cadet was a fantastic Celtic player for a couple of years. Celtic are bigger than one player. Way bigger than one player. We always go out and find a new hero. We always go out and find new players. And you think back to how long that a lot of people on this channel have watched Celtic. A lot of people on this channel have seen many, many managers come, many good and many bad. Many bad managers, there are 1 or 2, I'd say 3. Many bad managers would you say we've had since the 1980s? I'd say 3. I'd say Lou Macari. Tony Mowbray, for definite. Let me just see. That's what, dude. In the comment section, tell me you're the worst Celtic manager that you've ever seen. Celtic weather updates are like our transfer buying speed, very slow. Yes, they are. Tell me in the comment section. Who is the worst? Ronnie Tyler. Come on, that was a brilliant time to go to Celtic. John Barnes, Liam Brady. Yes, John Barnes, Liam Brady. Baz, I live in Castlemilk, about a mile from East Kilbride, and it's raining. Liam Brady was terrible. Yeah, he was. Barnes, John Barnes. Yeah, you're showing your age if you're just going to John Barnes, because before Docherty will say you'll have a contact with Celtic. Barnes, Celtic are bigger than Brendan Rodgers. Baz, of course they're bigger than Brendan Rodgers. Of course they are. Barnes, Tony Mowbray, Barnes, Liam Brady, John Barnes, my nephew Chill from Glasgow, from Donegal, Barnes, John Barnes, yeah, everybody. Hope Tammy Habra story is a non-starter, hasn't scored enough goals. I think he's, Stevie, I think he's maybe back up for, I don't think so, Lou Macari. Yeah, I think anybody that's over a certain age will say that Lou Macari and Liam Brady years were a complete nightmare for Celtic. The Liam Brady and Lou Macari years were a nightmare. And then the dream team of John Barnes, Jesus, Ronnie was terrible, Baz, behave. Ronnie, see people that went to games and the away support. I've spoke about this a lot. Dr. Joe signed Lubo, he gets a pass. Of course, Dr. Joe. What was the one word? What was the one word that Dr. Joe Venglos used to say in every single interview? As I am searching just Celtic just to see, just to make sure I'm not getting any feedback from them. What is the one word that Dr. Joe Venglos used to say on every single interview? Tell me in the comments. I've always hated Lennon because he lost 10 in a row. Combinations. No, it wasn't combinations. It wasn't combinations. You're close though, Marion. It wasn't combinations. It started with a C. It did start with a C. How good was the manager relative to how good the opposition was? We loved the Ronnie Roar. Yes, we did. We did. Right, tell me the one word that tell me the one word that Dr. Joe Venglos used to say on every single interview. Every interview. Nobody knew any strips of the wardrobe from Brady era. Oh, tell me about it. I loved Ronnie. It's disappointing. He never said that. That's one thing. He never said it. Never said it. COVID. Macari. Oh, Jesus. Lou Macari. He was, Lou Macari. Oh, God. COVID. No, he never said that. Ronnie came in after Rodgers and he'd have a better time. Lennon didn't lose the 10 in a row. It was down to the players. Disappointed. No, it wasn't disappointed. Come on, tell me the one word. Competitive? No, it wasn't competitive. It started with a C. It started with a C. And Dr. Joe Venglos used to say this every single interview. And it was, nobody caught on to it. It was amazing. But I remember it. And if you once I say it, you'll be like, Mark, it's not tough. Yeah, it's not tough. Composure, nope. Competitive, nope. Combine, nope. You're all just going on through the C's. Baz, it snows in June in this Kilbride. Cum bucket. Cum bucket. Cunt. Celtic, no, it wasn't Celtic. Competitive, nope. No. Compact, crap, no, it wasn't that. Cunts, nope. Champions, nope. Cheese. Challenge, nope. Crap, nope. Cheating, nope. Careful, nope. Orange bastards. Smoke, calm, class, nope. Nobody's getting at this. Consistency is close. Consistency is close. Competitive, nope. Nope. Complete, nope. Crabs, nope. Crackhead, control, nope. Nope. Calm, nope. Cucumber, nope. This is the funniest thing ever. Whilst we wait on Celtic putting out a statement and just updating again, just checking, give me 2 seconds, and I've still not updated anything. Cooper, composure, cornflakes, consistently, nope. Consistent, nope. Dundee manager left training base, nope. Dundee manager at their training base. Consecutive, nope. Consistent, no. Compact, nope. Corruption, consistent, complacency. Consistency is so close. Conspiracy, nope. Right, I'm going to give you that in 2 seconds. Cauliflower. Comfortable. Character, nope. It was continuity. Continuity was the word. Continuity. That's what Joe Venglos used to say. Was continuity. Control. It was continuity. Constipation. It was continuity. So here we go. It was continuity. And Joe Venglos choke cheese. Composure. No, it was continuity. So there we go. Cauliflower. Right, you can stop now. That was continuity. Joe Venglos, every interview, he used to talk about the team and the progression of the team and the continuity. Carrots. Stevie Kelly's got it because I've said it. Continuity. That was my next choice. Lol. Yes, it was continuity. And he was a fantastic manager. Was Dr. Joe Venglos. He was a fantastic manager. Even though that he never done nothing, but he was there. Any word on the game today, Baz? We're waiting on it, Anglian Ayrshire. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting on feedback for John Paul Taylor also, but there's nothing as yet. The only thing Celtic put out this morning was remembering Wim Jansen, who sadly passed away 3 years ago today. 3 years ago today, but nothing as yet, as it sits at 9:30 Celtic Park time. Now, that's not a word. Dr. Joe is a god, he is that. More quizzes, Baz. Not funny, Jason Lee. Jim McCarthy says brilliant. Continuity day, says Jerry Cassidy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Anyway, Dr. Joe was legendary status before arriving at Celtic Park. Yes, he did that. Dundee United narrow pump the Huns tomorrow. Let's hope so. Continuity. Right. I'm still waiting to see if... Seamus, get your phone out. Morelos, anyone else on flight radar looking for private jets? I'll look at it later today. Dr. Joe blessed us with Lubo. He did that. And Lubor Moravcik. What a player. Could you imagine if we got... Do you imagine how much Lubo Moravcik would cost in today's... Just updating Celtic stuff again. I'm trying to... Still nothing from Celtic. Still nothing from Celtic at this moment. And still nothing from the Irish buses that left this morning. They're probably at a pub somewhere already. Clap your hands if you hate the Huns. John Barnes and Brady, yep. Private jet landed at 9:25 a.m. from London. That's no use, because it needs to come from Rennes. Dyler was cheated out of treble. Yeah, he was. Baz, good morning, and says Stephen Johnston. Good morning to you, Stephen. Come on, Celtic. I can't even think of anybody else that I can message, that because everybody's in the same boat. Everybody's sitting waiting as well. Lubu was the Dean's favourite player, like Lennon. Baz, my missus wants you to say hello to her. Graham, what's your missus' name? Baz, I was at Feyenoord game last season and sang Never Walk Alone, respect for Wim. Yep. Wim Jansen sang The King of Kings. Match clock was still ticking down on their webpage. There's still nothing on the Celtic site or any social media, and usually John Paul Taylor would put something out this morning as well, but he's obviously at the ground with people. No good news. No news is good news. Should be on. The kickoff isn't until 3 p.m. They're leaving it a bit late if getting called off. Do you know what Celtic's like? Baz, stay on until we find out and protest. Yes, I am, Mark. I'm staying on until we find out. I'm going to stay on this morning, but just to get it out there as soon as. Don't worry about that. Mega pitch dark. Mother of heaven's going to open. Christ, it's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare. You would think that just okay, claptrap. The thing is all the Celtic media guys are all sitting on watching. They're all sitting on their laptops, and all the media in Scotland, the mainstream media in Scotland, will all be sitting also on their phones and on their laptops, updating Celtic to get the news out as soon as it comes out from Celtic. I reckon if it's not called off by now, it's definitely on. Alex Todd, I'm not too sure, because I'm no Billy, I'm a Tim. Singing I'm no a Billy, I'm a Tim. Singing I'm no a Billy, I'm not so fucking silly. I'm no a Billy, I'm a Tim. Thank fuck! That was a good old song back in the day, wasn't it? I was actually singing rebel songs in the shower this morning. Oh, Father, why are you so sad in this bright Easter morn? Anyway, sitting waiting on Celtic updating, and they haven't put anything out yet. Now it's at this time, 9:30 in the morning, and that people start making their way to the pubs where they get the buses. And down in Giverman, buses come through from the ferry, still windy. Still windy on the coast down there. That's our anthem, Baz. Yes, Mr. Quinn, I know. I've been singing the Jota song in my head since Thursday. It's on the news. They will update us later. Why aren't Celtic telling the fans direct? They have social media platforms where they can talk directly to the fans. This is unbelievable by Celtic. If it's on mainstream media, if Celtic are contacting mainstream media first, they are letting the fans down today. They are letting the people that pay the wages of the staff in the stadium, the people that put so much money into the club, again coming second class, releasing statements to friggin' mainstream media before doing it through their own. Celtic want to take control of the narrative all the time, and they want to get you to watch everything through their social media channels. But then when it comes to simple things like informing the fans, they go through the rather than do it on their own social media, they go through the mainstream media. I think that's terrible. I think it's terrible. Later is too late for the buses. It is too late. I mean, there's going to be thousands of people already on their way to Celtic Park. Still no private jets from Lisbon to Glasgow. It won't be coming from Lisbon. It'll be coming. He's in Rennes. Jota is in Rennes, so the flight will come from Rennes. Thousands of fans won't get no trains. Don't know what the bus service is like. Exactly. Chill. Stephen, I'm passionate about this because I know how much money people... I've been there and done it. And I've got... You know, these aren't cheap. You know, these tickets aren't cheap at Celtic Park. I know how much money people spend going to Celtic. And, you know, I've spent tens of thousands over the years following Celtic. So I know how much organisation goes into running buses and stuff. You know, it's Celtic sometimes. Jota's busting it. I hope he's got a Green Brigade bus running. No statement being released. The mainstream media just called the club and got the same answer. It'll be later when the club is correct. What's happening to the Norway winger? When the Verge are signing him? I take Rennies for stomach acid. Oh, Jesus, your blood pressure's a wee bit high. Again, coffee, I need to finish it. My coffee always goes cold. That's 41 minutes. Donegal buses are already in Glasgow on the piss. So I'm not going to get any sense out of Mr. Dara and the Belfast buses because they were all led. Helensburgh is terrible. Helensburgh got it terrible. The thing is, I've messaged the guy that runs the Irish buses, and there's two guys who do two other buses are sitting waiting on the reply as well on the WhatsApp group. And there's two guys for two other buses in Scotland sitting waiting on an answer. So we're all doing the exact same thing. Jota's on that. I'm not even going to say that. Just tell the fans the game is on or off. Leave everything late all the time. The thing is that there's that much preparation has went into any game day, and they know that a lot of people they will try and leave it as long as possible to get the game on. They will try their hardest to make sure that the game does ultimately go ahead. They will wait until the game ultimately does go ahead. I've got things I need to do this morning. Come on, Celtic. I need to go to the vets and stuff. Celtic in hunt for Leicester misfit. Bengal Tiger lose. What's this? Let me just check this out. Holy moly, wait a minute here. Edward, come on. Leicester could be in the transfer window and see a number of players being shipped out as well as a number of new faces arrival. The latest are that Odsonne Edouard has supposedly turned down a 15 million move to Atlanta United. Instead, could be eager to return to Celtic. Oh, come on. Surely not. You've got to be kidding on here. You've got to be kidding. Odsonne Edouard return to Celtic is... now, I don't know how reliable this article is, so it is just pure speculation. And Celtic haven't updated anything. But they're saying Celtic at this time are tracking the possible new additions. We'll be trying to bring in a pivotal striker during the transfer window. Edward mentioned his past with Celtic showed that he could do it at that level as a player. Blah, blah, blah. Celtic are never going to go out and spend 15 million on Odsonne Edouard. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Pure speculation. Pure speculation. Celtic have still updated absolutely nothing. The club will probably wait until 10 to 3 bars, or 10 past 3. Yeah, that's the Celtic way, isn't it? Eddie is free in the summer. That would be good. Matt O'Reilly rumoured to be wanting to come back. I bet he is. Get that. Oh, fuck, I don't want Edward near us. I think I've never seen this publication before, so it's a Leicester. It is a Leicester site. It's a Leicester website. So I'll take it with a pinch of salt. I will take it with a pinch of salt, that one. We are still waiting on an update from Celtic. Baz, did you see the picture of Jota landing at Celtic Park with his umbrella yesterday? No, I didn't, because he's still in France. I prefer we get a younger striker so we could sell on for a little profit. Mateus fits that bill perfectly. I remember sitting in a supporters club in London Road when they called the game off against Inverness. They called the game off around 2 p.m. When was that? That was a few years back. I missed it. I missed the CSC. I missed going to the Celtic supporters club in London Road. Got upstairs, got a pint. More chance of spending 15 million on Mateus. I'm not calling him by his surname now. It's Mateus. It's just Mateus. We all know it. Kaiser has been saying he wants Eddie back for a few days now. Griffo's on his way back. Oh, Jesus, if only. Big RB say, how did Eddie down tools? Mark says, not another second stint. Let Brendan Rodgers slide. Kind of excited about Jota. Even embrace KT, but Big Eddie is a step too far. 2000. Anthony says that was 2000. That was a long time ago. Jota, get on a taxi. Get on a taxi, Jota. And Celtic have still only put out the Wim Janssen tweet. Come on, Celtic, you're surely the guys have to be on site by now. On site by now. And Trevor Sinclair on a private jet. Isn't the inspection at 10 a.m. a bit early yet? You would think that any inspection would happen well before 10 a.m. Because if there's an inspection and then there's got to be any minor repairs, that's got to take place there and then to make sure that the piece... And I think that the piece of the stadium, when you see this white bit here, the white facer that goes round the front of the roof of the stadium, that's what that looks like. I mean, the second picture is just the flag from outside, but that on the second picture that you see with the white at the front seats of... That looks like the white that goes round the front of the stadium, just where above the lights are. Nitcham couldn't stand him either. Big Sutton coming out of retirement to play up front. I'd have that. The inspection should have been at first light. They should have Angling Ayrshire. As soon as they've got to, because they have to inspect. Kyogo left on a private jet. Probably Jota probably took the plane back to Glasgow. He didn't. Coffee, he didn't. Santa's incoming. The Irish buses are already on the ferries. The Irish buses have departed the ferries, and they will be in Glasgow. They will be in Glasgow. Some of the Irish buses that left this morning, and this is a direct from the Facebook page of the bus convener that runs 3 buses. It's one Celtic supporters club that run 3 buses, 3 57-seaters, I believe. Bus 1 left at 6 a.m. Bus 2 left at 5:45 a.m. Bus 3 left at 6 a.m. this morning. They were going to the Port of Larne at 7 a.m. And then Centre Port at 6, the other one. So yeah, they all left really, really early this morning. The ferries will be over already, and the buses will be in Glasgow. I am still waiting on a reply. Where's WhatsApp turned away? Shit. I am still waiting on a reply from one of the guys that runs that bus that sits in the main stand in the director's box, just behind the director's box. And he hasn't read the message, but people from another 2 buses, Bells Hill and Hamilton bus, are also waiting on a reply. Celtic won't buy Edward. Nope, trains are not on till noon. Biggins and Gracies for a coffee before heading for signing talks. Yep, I agree, Chilpel. Never want him back. That's why January is shut down and miss. Yeah, this is the reason that we should have a shutdown in January, because the weather is always terrible. You know, we shouldn't be going. Can we get messy in this window? I think it's already got messy. That's what's going on at Celtic today. It's got messy. My pal Wim, Davy Hay, recalls a real football man. And hopefully Celtic gets something out now, because do you know, there's thousands of people already on their way. It's 10 to 10 now. A lot of the other further away buses have already left. A lot of other buses will be getting ready. What's that notification? Come on, Celtic. This has been the longest video ever, just waiting on an update. I'll just go over the statement that Celtic put out yesterday. Unfortunately, yesterday the severe weather conditions have caused some damage at Celtic Park, and when I do think it's just been the white that goes round the front above the lights of the stadium, and safety staff are currently unavailable to assess the extreme damage due to ongoing extreme conditions. A full assessment and decision will be made as early as possible Saturday morning, and we will update our supporters as soon as we can. As soon as we can. I'm sure that. What was that one? What about the Carfin? They've got one or two buses. Carfin bus will no leave till about 1 o'clock. Is the Carfin club still open? That's a brilliant club. We used to go there. We used to go to the Carfin club before Motherwell games. Sometimes. God, that's bringing back memories, Stephen Kelly. That's bringing back memories. That's good memories. That's a cracking club, the Carfin club. Yeah, there's a cracking club there. I'm sure the Irish fans will compensate in the pub. Yes, they will. They'll all be in the piss already. Celtic should reimburse the travelling fans. They won't, Jim F. Need the main stand up as soon as possible. The Donegal boys will drink. Yeah, all the Irish buses will drink it's not just the stadium, it's the roads going to it. Come on, Celtic. Travelling support from Ireland are on their way. Please let us know. Yes, it is getting to that time that, you know, it looks like the sponsor boards, they could easily be clean up for sure. I don't think it's the sponsor boards at the side. I think it is. I'll get this picture up of the stand. If you look at the front edge of the roof, there's white cladding that goes round it, where Celtic Football Club and that is. If you look, let me just get this picture up. Save that and just double check an update from Celtic. Still nothing. Right, I'll give you this picture up and image. So this is the area that I think, going by it's the wrong one. That's a browser. Jesus. Image. Now, when we look at Celtic Park, the white that you see, I think, is the white that goes around the edge of the roof. Let me just bring this back over here. So you see in that second picture, this stuff that's lying on, I think it is the white that goes around the stadium roof up here. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like a piece of that that's came down. And if it is a piece of that, they have to make sure that the rest is entirely safe. So it does look like that to me. And that's what they will be checking. Now they'll need to go around the whole stadium. This is the thing, they'll need to go around the whole stadium roof and check that it is all okay. So you're expecting the roof guys to be on site first thing in the morning. Well, the Celtic safety team and stuff can do so much. The maintenance guys at Celtic Park will have to get up onto the roof and go around the full roof. Now, if it's still windy, I mean, Left nightclub, piss, slamming a drink from out of paradise. Definitely, you're right, Braz. That's what I think. Cathedral churches stunning. Let's build a wall. The Huns have got home. I hope the Huns have got home insurance. Guitar man, they didn't get it checked and bounced. We are still waiting on Celtic. You would think that it's getting close to 10 o'clock. I mean, you would think that 10, 11 o'clock would get to that point that Celtic really need to start getting some kind of information out. I mean, even if Celtic were to put out a tweet, roof inspection or stadium inspection is underway, just be a little bit, more coherent with the information that's going out. Cold coffee. Have Celtic just updated? Did that screen move? No, tomorrow's match. I mean, I think that if Celtic had put out something this morning just telling fans that the stadium inspection looks like a cherry picker job. It's a big cherry picker to get up to there. I wonder if the Dundee team are on their way. I'm shocked none of the Highland games have been called off yet. The game will get called off, says T1. I'm going to try and see if there's any information about Dundee. Does anyone know? I mean, is Dundee? Dundee only even. They just put out information. See, the Dundee bus won't leave. The Dundee bus won't leave till about 12 o'clock, I would have thought. No, I'll leave at 11. So even the Dundee bus, you would think, if it's leaving Dundee, would leave at 11 o'clock. Because I don't think Dundee's not got the money to put people up in a hotel before every game, have they? So the Dundee football bus, the Dundee FC bus, Dundee will announce it before we do. Yeah, well, I've got Dundee on Twitter as well. They put information out at the same time as Celtic yesterday. It says, please see the following information from Celtic Football Club regarding tomorrow's lead fixture. And you've got to remember, there'll be fans coming for Dundee as well. Dundee Football Club will update our supporters once a decision has been made, and we have been informed by Celtic. Unfortunately, today's severe... they're just... put out the statement again from Celtic. So Celtic will have to get in touch with Dundee. That could be the case that, Celtic will try and leave it as late as they can. Celtic Baz won't make an announcement until 1 minute to 3. Dundee on the road to it, left at 9:45. Tony Docherty was live on the radio. So Dundee are on their way. So they left at 9:45, which was only just over 14 minutes ago, nearly 15 minutes ago, that they left. So they're on the road. So they must have information from Celtic that there is a good chance that the game will be on. Has the Mankey Mob Stadium fell down with this weather? If Tony Docherty has been on radio, I think he's been on Radio Scotland. If he's been on Radio Scotland saying that they are on their way, Lawwell will sell an announcement to Dundee. They're going to hold out for more money. Oh, Jesus. It's funny when you look at it, but it's not funny because of the money that is involved with fans that are already there. And Celtic will know. Celtic, and the thing is when you look at let me just double check Celtic 1 second. It's not only today's game. What you don't want is a fixture pile up. It's when When do you play the game if it gets postponed? That's the thing. That is the next question. They will not want to postpone because that's the last thing that you want. I mean, Brendan Rodgers will want the game to go ahead as good as anyone else. Baz, Celtic should have called the game off last night. Poor decision to leave it till this morning. Fans need to know early. Greg Taylor will sign a new contract. Oh, Jesus. I don't think it's down to Celtic to call it off. It's the SFA have to do that. No, it's Celtic that will do it because of safety concerns. If anyone's going to call it off, it will be Celtic due to safety concerns. So if there is one piece of the roof that is not fixed or there's a piece that's open to the elements, what you have to remember as well, if it is the piece of, where's that image? If it is a piece of this roof that is lying on the side of the pitch, they'll have to put a piece of safety netting over it until it's repaired. So they have to make the area safe. They can't just leave it open to the elements. So there has to be some kind of repair that will take place. I think that looks to me is part of the piece that is lying in the picture that's done the rounds on social media. Is a piece of that white edging that goes round the outside of the roof. And if it is a piece of that that's came down, they're going to have to put something over it to make sure that it's covered so that the birds can't fly into it, etc., and it's not left open to the elements so that wind can maybe rip other parts off. There's so many safety concerns that it's a big decision. It is a big decision. But for me, it does look as if that was the piece of the roof that is on the seating area. As we're all sitting waiting, Celtic are now going to make a statement till 12 o'clock, aren't they? It's 10 o'clock now, 2 minutes past 10. And Celtic still haven't updated anything. Now, it could be a godsend with Aston Villa. Celtic do play Aston Villa this week. You've got to think about the players as well. The players are currently sitting in the hotel. They will have finished their breakfast. They'll now be sitting having their morning meeting with Brendan Rodgers. And everyone's sitting waiting on whether the game goes ahead or not. Brendan Rodgers will be getting some kind of update they're sitting at the hotel just down the motorway. We all know which hotel they go to. But anyway, it could be a godsend with Aston Villa game this Wednesday. Aston Villa play tomorrow evening at 5:30. We then have next Sunday, we play Motherwell away. And then we do have a free Wednesday. If the game was to get called off today, we do have a free Wednesday a week and a bit away. But ultimately, you don't want to change the game to a Wednesday because it takes away from a lot of the fans. People moaning about empty seats. People are moaning about empty seats. If you change this game from today and make it a Wednesday night, the buses that have left. I mean, you might not be able to play that. Well, you will be able because if we're not playing, the Zombies will not be playing. There could be a free week, but you want the game to go ahead as much as you can. And then we play Raith Rovers in the Scottish Cup on Saturday the 8th of February. Then we've got Champions League games. We've got a Champions League game at the beginning of February, the next round. But as it's Jim 67 game is going ahead, buddy. The game is going ahead. Baz, read the comments, mate. No chance. Paul Baird, Taylor wants an answer. Baz. DM your mate. I'm still waiting. I'm reading the comments. Same thing happens with played Inverness. Got to be Barnes. Sun is split in the sky now in East Kilbride. Still no word about my son's banner. Dave Morton. Oh yeah, I seen your message. Sorry about that. Yellow warning for ice and snow. Looks like a billboard to me. Read the comment. What comments? There's fucking loads of comments. I will forecast the game will be on. Jota's first game against Rafe. Chilpil, I think it might be a game before that, but yeah, it might be against Rafe Rovers at home at Celtic Park. Can they not move it to 4 o'clock? I don't know. And M80 in Stirling is closed. The M80 in Stirling is closed. M80 in Stirling is currently closed. Sell that bit that fell at the Huns and patched the roof. Oh, it's funny, but it's no funny. Celtic still haven't updated anything as yet. Let's just catch up with that. I am still waiting on. Let's get back onto WhatsApp. Oh, it's off. The game is off. I am being told the game is off. I've had a WhatsApp message. Celtic are to announce. Is this confirmed? The Celtic game will be off. I have had I've had a message for the buses that left Ireland this morning. He sits in the main stand. The information that I am getting is the game is off. The Celtic game will be off today. Unbelievable. This is where you get all the breaking Celtic news. The game is going to be called off, I am being told. The game is off. It hasn't been confirmed by Celtic yet, but the guy that has been told, the guy that I got the message from, sits in the main stand. He's running 3 buses that are already in Glasgow. And the information that I am getting is that the Celtic game is off. Celtic will more than likely put an announcement out in the next half hour, but I am being told that it's off. The game is off. And for those guys that are on the Irish buses, they're now on the piss. But yes, it's the guy from the main stand that. Correct decision. It's on the website. It's on the website now also. Called off is official. It is official. The Celtic Dundee game has been called off. The statement from Celtic. Today's scheduled Premiership match between Celtic Dundee at Celtic Park has been called off. Unfortunately, due to the stadium damage sustained yesterday, we have been advised that we are unable to proceed with today's match. While clearly this is disappointing, the safety of our supporters will always be priority. The rearranged fixture will take place on the 5th of February. That's the day I said it would be. Kick off at 7:45. The rearranged fixture will take place on the 7th of February at 7:45 p.m. That is the breaking news. This is the channel that you get all the breaking news with the Celtic. We've stuck around until the news came out. Is it the right decision? People will say yes, people will say no, but safety of fans is paramount. Safety of fans is paramount. As disappointing as it is, and that text is tiny, isn't it? As disappointing as it is, it has been confirmed by Celtic. Shocked if the St Johnstone game is on. The roads and public transport are still fucked. Love a wee bit of Los Cristianos. It's kind of fantastic. Should have been called off last night, says Stephen Kelly. There are buses. As soon as he texts, that was it. It's confirmed. That's it. The game is off. The SAFA called off. Celtic called the game off due to safety concerns at the stadium. Celtic were told that the game could not go ahead. So today's game has been called off. Let's change the breaking Let's change that. Celtic Dundee game is now off. And why is the screen going black? Don't do this to me, Argentina. Jesus. Poor for the fans. This should have been said last night. They had to do as much as they can, Celtic, to try and make sure that the game would go ahead. It's actually good news as far as I'm concerned. I did say last night, would the game be being postponed today? Would that be good? Would it be good for the team? I heard it here first. Yes, Michael Smith, you did. Gutted, but it's the right decision. So all the buses that are around the game is off. Just look forward to Jota. It gives us a day off. It'd be nice if Celtic reimbursed the fans, the clubs that have already travelled. They won't do that, but it's true the right allowed the fans to travel from Ireland. Should have been called off last night. It's a hard, difficult decision that Celtic had to make, and the fact that Celtic know the buses that leave early. They know Celtic, everyone in Celtic, listen, Peter Lawwell and everyone right up to the top level at Celtic know how early these buses leave from Ireland. The guys that run the buses sit in the main stand. The guys that run Dublin buses, they sit in the main stand also. They know they sit in lounges that have direct access to Lawwell and Co. So in the back, in the back part of the stadium, is it the right decision? Well, that's it. It's done and dusted. The game is off. They'll wait till Wednesday to announce Jota. All EFI English Football League midday fixtures are off. They played Fredo, you're right. They've played a lot of football recently. They have played a lot of football. The police have told them to call it off to sicken the travelling fan base, probably. Paul, when you look at the picture, that I put up, if it has been this part that you see, if it is a part of this white that goes around the outside of the roof at Celtic Park, they would have to make sure that if any wind gets in and could rip off another part of that, it would fall directly onto fans, which means it's unsafe. Celtic could put netting over it and whatever, but would they have had time to do that today? Obviously, the decision has been made that they cannot guarantee 100%. If they cannot guarantee 100% safety of the metalwork coming off the roof because of the excess winds, it's the correct decision. It is the correct decision. It's disappointing to name a term as it is. It is the correct decision, but there are fans that have already made the long journey to Celtic Park, coming over from Ireland, and they'll be in Glasgow today on the piss. It's as simple as that. They will be on the piss. Well, that's it. What we're going to do now, what we will do is too much risk involved. The game's moved to the 5th of February, scheduled at 5 p.m. Yep, I'm sure it's along the screen in the bottom there. The game moved to the 5th of February, 7:45. Peter King, it's hardly the club's fault. There's 115 mile winds. Yes, it could have been moved to tomorrow. Maybe. Baz, you were the candle with the picture of Bobby Sands. What's that? Baz. What's that? It's a scarf. Right.
No football?
No football.
What about Jota?
No Jota either. It's a scarf. I'll just see that picture. Needs a wash, actually. Read the roll of honour in memory of the time We should be united in memory of. And when you're a monster, don't think that you have won. You will never be defeated as long as Ireland has such sons in those GH blockages. 10 brave young Irishmen lay hungering for justice. Right, that's enough of that. I blame the deep state. No football, no party. We will be back later on today. What we'll do is we will do Keir Starmer controlling the weather. We will be back at what would have been full time, Celtic part time. We will be back. We'll get some Celtic content in this afternoon, and we could talk about the possibility of Jota returning to Celtic. That's what I was whistling on the way. Same thing. A lot of chances. Excellent. I've got friends from Germany who had tickets. They landed at 12. I need to take them to the pub instead. Yes, the game is off. It is unfortunate, but we will be back this afternoon at 5. The souls cry out, remember! Let's stop making the dogs run into their cages. Dave Morton, we stew. Well, at least we've got a chance to see new players. Baz, I've got Bobby's book, written on H-Block. Fantastic. I'd like to get that. Well done, Baz. Have a good day. Says Stephen. Absolutely fantastic. Stadium open for Jota, though. Is the stadium? Well, I have asked. Let me get a little bit of an update on that. I have asked them. I've asked John Paul Taylor, the fans liaison officer, if the stadium will be open. Jota's breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news, Celtic fans. Wait, do not go anywhere. There is some breaking news on Jota. Yes, before we go, there is some... The missus is getting excited. Wait till she sees this. She's got a freak. There is some breaking news on Jota. Jota has been seen entering the stadium. Look at the picture. It's Jota on an umbrella. Anyway, Jota has been seen in the stadium. He's not really, but it has been fun. Amazingly, there's been over 4,700 people in the video. There's currently 738, which is absolutely fantastic. It's okay out now for a full Irish drinks. Yes, you can go out and enjoy your day. Make sure that you join me at 5:45 Celtic Park time, where we can talk about the possibility of this man returning to Celtic Park. The first picture of Jota at Celtic Park has been released. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the lit. Roll up